A woman not most is a man you can slap but can also stroke.
This is much more worse than we originally thought. It seems like snow does not actually exist anymore.
So you still don't think people are against us? By people, you know who I'm talking about.
So if you work for DoorDash or you order from DoorDash, there's a brand new way to get your food.
What is a full characteristic profile for fire signs? Please give me a full breakdown.
What's good, family? This is Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. These videos are for entertainment purposes. There might be a trigger warning, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, 10. I don't know. But if there is, I apologize. I screwed up yesterday and my phone stopped recording. So yesterday's video, which was Saturday, I have the same outfit on. And I'm recording this video right after I finished recording that video. So my camera stopped recording, and I don't know. That, or I think I forgot to hit unpause after I was done talking. I mean, I think I paused it and then forgot to hit unpause. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. Hey. Oh, first affirmation for today says, when I am weak, I am strong. That is 2 Corinthians 12:10. Our second affirmation for today says, I am confident in the ability to change my life for the better. Set a boundary with somebody to protect your energy. Ooh, boundaries are so important, because if you don't have them, you're not going to get the respect that you desire to have, because people don't respect you because you don't have boundaries. And we're going to do 3 affirmations today. So our third affirmation for today says, I give myself the care and attention that I deserve. Prepare a healthy meal for yourself. And a quote of the day, because a quote today keeps the mediocre away. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Ooh, yes. Live the life of your dreams, man. You have that ability. Listen, it's all in your mind. Everything is in your mind. Everything, when you look around, everything is a projection of your subconscious. So change your thought process. Then you change your belief process. And then once you believe it enough, if you just, let's skip the believing. Just know. Just know it's already yours. It's already done. And live in that vibration, and it's going to be yours, because our brain switches the thought process of lack and need and want. It switches that process in your subconscious to, I already have. I don't want for nothing. I have everything I already want. It's all in your brain, friend. You just gotta switch it. And our cheesy joke of the day, because what is a day started without a cheesy joke? How do you get a mouse to smile? How do you get a mouse to smile? You give up? Say cheese. I know that was cheesy. And I do, but do it. Let's get straight into it.
Oh my God, I figured it out. I figured it out. I need to share. Okay. The kingdom of God is within you. It all is within you. You have the power, all that. Okay. This is what we're going to talk about today. Okay. Bear with me, because it's going to take me a minute to get it all out, because I am so dang excited right now that it's going to take me a second to put all the pieces together. Okay. Now we have various parts of ourselves, right? We have our 3D human self, right? Our 3D human self has every right to feel the way it does, experience the way it does, do the things it does, right? That is our human. That's what we're supposed to do. That's why we're on this planet, is to just experience our life, right? And feel those feelings. So when it comes to like things that happen in your life that bother you or whatever, some people think that, oh, I'm going to rise above that and I'm not going to worry about that. And then other people look at that and they're like, you're spiritually bypassing, right? Okay, no, you're not supposed to. Okay. Okay. 3D, your 3D human self is supposed to feel your feelings. If you're angry or upset about something, it's supposed to feel that, okay? But once you've awakened, you recognize that you can also access this 5D or higher ascended version of yourself at the same time. I've talked about it before, where you can kind of be the observer of yourself at the same time that yourself, your human self, is doing or saying or being, right? So there are these two pieces, okay? Your 3D human self that is just carrying out life. It's experiencing life. It's feeling the feelings and doing the doings, okay? But at the same time, there is this ascended version of yourself. And that's the side of yourself that's like, I am unbothered. I don't need to see this in this way. Like, I see things from this higher perspective. I don't need to be bothered by that because I see the bigger picture here. I don't need to, I understand the energetics. I understand the frequency, okay? There's the two sides, okay? Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay. Now, I took a walk today and I was talking this through and I said to myself, okay, there's this one thing that bugs me, okay? And I was thinking like my 3D self was like, oh, I need to express this thing that bugs me. And then my 5D self at the exact same time was like, sure, but if you think about it, the thing that's bugging you in your current reality is something within yourself that you were projecting into your reality. Because remember, your reality is a mirror of what's happening within you. Again, I'm not spiritually bypassing. What I'm doing is recognizing that there's two parts to me. There's this 3D self that is bothered by something. There's this 5D self that's like, yeah, but you have to look within, right? Okay, so I hope this makes sense so far. So there's the two sides, okay? And one side does not overpower the other. My 5D self is unbothered. My 3D self is bothered, okay? Makes sense. Okay, so I kept walking and I said out loud, in order to change your 3D, you need to shift your 5D. Because if everything in your 3D is mirrored from within your 5D or whatever other higher dimension it could be, if it's all mirrored, then by fixing what's within, you will see a new reality, quantum leaping, quantum shifting, timeline jumping. You will see a new reality in your 3D. So that thing that's bugging you will not continue to bug you once you figure out what's going on within yourself, because there's something within yourself that's bugging you about you. Okay. In addition to that, I had to recognize that the reason in which I am finding this problem within myself that's bugging me in my 3D is because I look at myself as like this individual that needs to be healed. So I'm not perfect, right? And that's the thing. We all as humans have healing to do. It's just a fact of life, okay? But that does not mean you're imperfect. That does not mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you have normal human things, right? Human things based on programming and traumas and things like that that you need to heal. That's okay. Your 3D human self can heal through those things. Your 5D soul self is like, but you're perfect anyway. And if you're viewing yourself as like this imperfect being that has something wrong with yourself, then you're going to see those wrongs in other people around you. Okay, that's not even half of it. Okay, I am so excited right now. It's like I have to, okay. So then I said to myself, okay, let's go back. In order to shift your 3D, you need to shift your 5D. And then I said to myself, the 5D is within me. And that's when everything clicked. If the 5D is within me and I view the 5D as the quantum, then, and don't come at me, okay? I don't know 5D, 6D, I don't know all those things, okay? I don't know which one is technically the quantum. For me, when I speak, 5D is the quantum, okay? If the quantum is the 5D, and the 5D is within me, I have to shift something within me to see change in my 3D. And then it goes back to the kingdom of God is within you. So that would imply that the kingdom of God is the quantum, is this 5D or higher dimension that is within you. And if it's within you, then you, my friend, truly have all the power to change your life completely. This is what it means to step into your power. This is what it means that the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom, your true desired reality, is within you. And if you believe that, if you believe you can shift that within the quantum, you can shift that within yourself, then you ultimately quantum leap into the 3D reality that you want to see. My mind is like, I feel like I'm accessing parts of my brain that are beyond, like never been accessed before. If you've seen that movie Limitless and he starts accessing parts of his brain and he's seeing things differently, it's like, that's how I feel. I feel like I finally cracked the code. I feel like this is it. And now that I know this, I can spend time in that quantum, higher dimensional version of myself to recognize the way in which I am projecting into my 3D, shift things around in there based on what I want to see in my 3D, and then the universe has to come together to form exactly that as a mirror, because that is law. That is how things work. What is within you is outside of you. What is it? What is above is below, as above as below. What's within
above,
is
so
without.
below.
Like,
As within, so without.
okay, it's all connected. It is all connected. This means it starts with you. It starts with you. And what you see in your reality is a reflection of what's happening within you, whether you believe it or not. Your 3D self is going to fight you on that. Your 3D self is going to say, no, that's not how this works. I'm telling you though, your higher dimensional, ascended, evolved person, this person who's awakened and can see things from this higher perspective, is going to tell you, 3D self, no, you need to listen. You need to listen. It's all within you. The kingdom of God is within you. It's all within you. You have the power. You can shift. Your 3D can shift as long as you change your 5D. Change the 5D, then you get the 3D changed. You want the 3D changed, you go to the 5D or the quantum or higher dimensional, wherever you want. Just, it's all within you. It's all within you. There is nothing external that needs to happen for you to feel something. You don't need the money first, but then you'll be happy. You don't need the love life first, and then you'll be happy. You don't need the job first, and then you'll be happy. No, because those are all external. Find that happiness within you, and you will be happy in every single thing that happens in your freaking 3D life. I love you all, and have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day, sis. I love you too.
I hate when people be mean to me. Like, damn, I had a whole pocket full of sunshine to give to your Oompa Loompa head ass until you did that weird ass shit. Like,
if you do these things, you have little ponytail behavior, and I don't want to hear you trying to justify any of this shit in my comments. Number 1, standing too close to people in line.
Bro, please back up.
Little ponytail behavior. If I'm here, you need to be back the fuck here. Okay? But for some reason, every time you turn around, it feels like a motherfucking man and stood directly on the back of your goddamn foot. Back your ass the f up. And then every time you turn around, they want to smile. Ain't shit funny right now. Move your little ponytail ass away from me. Back up. And number 2, canceling plans at the last minute. Now, don't get me wrong. I am never mad at you canceling plans, because 9 times out of 10, I probably didn't want to fucking go anyway. But if you cancel them bitches at the last minute, that means I have already gotten up out of my bed, off my couch, gotten dressed, did my hair. I'm ready to go. All of these things. And then at the last minute, you said, oh, something came up. Bitch.
I used to be that, cancel at the last minute, but now I'm just like, nah, I don't want to.
But now that I've actually touched it, I've talked about the ingredients, I know the science behind it, honestly, I just feel repulsed by it. And I get it. Like, when you don't understand these things, like I didn't understand it, and you realize, you think like, I'm just gonna do it one time, not a big deal, it's got some good vegetables in there, pickles, lettuce, maybe the meat's okay. Guys, honestly, this is like, I've really changed my opinion. Like, I didn't want to eat it before, but I really changed my opinion after doing this. This is just like evil shit. I honestly can't believe that a company does this. It's just fucking awful. And especially to our kids, they market this shit, then they put a pretty face, they dress this fucking clown up, show it's like fun and dandy, but they're like causing legit. It's just awful. Like, these guys just like should be put out of business.
I thought
So
he was
you
gonna
still
give
don't
us
think people are against us? By people, you know who I'm talking about.
I know
Watch
they
this.
are.
You see those power lines? You see all these power lines? You see these? Look at all these power lines. Power lines, right? Power lines. Power lines. You see the houses and the power lines and the houses and see the power lines through the middle? See the power lines? You guys see these power lines and these houses and these power lines? You see these power lines? Power lines, right? Power lines. You see the power lines on the side street and all the power lines? Look at, I turned in a wealthy neighborhood. No power lines. No power lines. I know these. $1 million houses. No power lines. No power lines. Look, the $1 million houses have no power lines. No power lines. Okay? No power lines. This neighborhood is $1 million neighborhood. There's no house in this neighborhood that's not $1 million. And there's no power lines. Which leads me to look up what power lines do to you. You should go look what EMF frequencies they carry, the radiation, all that. But when you go in rich neighborhoods, which you can do any neighborhood, right? I picked one. There's 2 more that I can go in. And none of them have power lines. And you're like, well, what does it matter? If you don't have to have power lines out, why do you? Look at this. This is crazy. Look, no power lines. Completely different neighborhood. No power lines. No power lines. There's no power lines. You guys, just next time you go into a rich neighborhood, watch there be no power lines, but then go into like a neighborhood that's not so rich and you'll see that they have power lines everywhere. You think it's just aesthetics? If the rich neighborhoods don't need power lines to function, then why do you have them in the poorer ones?
Right.
If you're ready to hear the greatest breakdown on fire signs you ever heard, watch
Yes.
this video. According to the Akashic Records, what is a full characteristic profile for fire signs? Please give me a full breakdown.
According to the Akashic Records, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, represent the life force current of the zodiac. If the zodiac were a living organism, fire would be the spark of animation, the force that moves consciousness from potential into action.
Yeah.
Fire does not analyze like air, stabilize like earth, or feel like water. Fire initiates. It is the archetype of spirit, courage, and forward movement. Let us open this fully. The core essence of fire signs. In the Akashic field, fire energy corresponds to spiritual vitality and creative ignition. Fire signs are naturally oriented toward action, inspiration, leadership, adventure, self-expression, vision. They often feel life as something to experience and conquer, not merely observe. Where air asks, what does this mean? Fire asks, what can I do with it? 1. The archetype of spirit fire is associated with the spark of the soul. In many traditions, spirit itself is symbolized as flame. Because of this, fire signs often carry strong personal will, a sense of destiny or mission, natural confidence, desire to create impact. They often move toward experiences that make them feel alive. When a fire sign loses passion, they can feel like their spirit has dimmed. 2, the initiator energy fire signs are the starters of the zodiac. They tend to take the first step, speak first, act quickly, push others into movement. They are catalysts. Many movements, businesses, and creative projects begin through fire energy. However, their strength is ignition, not always maintenance. They thrive on beginnings and breakthroughs. 3, the expression of identity fire signs are deeply connected to personal identity and self-expression. They want to live visibly. This may manifest as charisma, creativity, boldness, dramatic presence, leadership roles.
I can see that.
They often have a natural ability to inspire others through enthusiasm alone. When healthy, their confidence empowers people around them. 4, they often value freedom, adventure, challenge, competition. They may say yes to opportunities others hesitate to pursue.
For sure.
This courage can lead to great success, but also occasional impulsivity. The shadow side of fire. When fire becomes unbalanced, it can burn rather than illuminate. Common imbalances include impatience, ego inflation, recklessness, dominance, quick temper. Because fire moves fast, it may act before reflection. Their spiritual work often involves learning, discipline, and humility. Differences between the 3 fire signs. Each fire sign expresses the flame in a different way. Aries, the spark. Aries represents the initial ignition of life force. It is the archetype of the warrior and pioneer, shadow impulsiveness or unnecessary conflict. The flame. Leo represents the radiant flame of identity. Characteristic, charismatic, creative, loyal, dramatic, heart-centered. Leo energy wants to shine and inspire. It rules self-expression, performance, and leadership from the heart. Shadow, pride, or need for constant validation. Sagittarius, the wildfire. Sagittarius represents expansive fire that spreads ideas and exploration. Characteristics, philosophical, adventurous, truth-seeking, optimistic, freedom-loving. Sagittarius energy explores new territory, both physically and intellectually. It is the archetype of the seeker and explorer. Shadow, restlessness or commitment avoidance. How fire signs love? Fire signs love with passion and intensity. If the relationship becomes stagnant, fire signs may feel trapped. Their ideal partnership involves growth, excitement, and mutual inspiration. The spiritual role of fire signs. In the Akashic perspective, fire signs serve as activators of human evolution. They bring the courage to start revolutions, inspire movements, challenge fear, create new possibilities. Without fire, humanity would remain stagnant. Fire pushes consciousness forward. Where there is hesitation, fire brings courage. Where there is stagnation, fire brings motion. Where there is darkness, fire brings light. When balanced, fire signs become beacons of inspiration and leadership. When unbalanced, they can become destructive or domineering. Their spiritual path is learning to let passion serve purpose rather than ego.
Fire signs, my fire signs. Boy, the more I love y'all, but at the same time, it's that impulsivity that y'all got sometimes. It's like, Lord, and you just be ready to jump and not think. And I'm an air sign all the way through, so I gotta think before I just jump, just act. It's dangerous. Yeah, it kicks the survival off in me. But if you like that, make sure you share that. And if you're ready for a Reiki session, whether it's local or distant, because we can do that, go ahead and hit the DMs. And if you're ready for courses or consultations, go ahead and hit the link up there. Much love. Peace.
Y'all check this out. Julian Bryant, recognized as an Epstein Island survivor, said that she witnessed Epstein shapeshift into a reptilian devil-like creature. Let's check this out.
Talk about that. So waking up in a lab, this was not on the island. This was in New Mexico.
On the island, I saw him
Okay.
in the bedroom.
Let's talk about that first, and then we'll touch on this lab experience as well. So, can you explain what you mean by shape-shifting here?
Well, when I was in the bedroom with him, because he used to take me into that small bedroom, and it was always dark and really cold. And then it was almost like when he was orgasming or something. Like I looked at him and suddenly his face grew big like this. And then I saw these huge black eyes like this. And then a big mouth with this horrible tongue and this sort of dragon horn stuff, which is almost like the devil. Or,
I know a lot of you have a hard time believing that there's reptile beings controlling us, but it's really time for you to start waking up and smelling the coffee, because they've been here. They're using technology to blend in with us, as you guys can see up there, and they've been here. This is not new, people. This is new because you've been programmed and lied to your whole life. They gave you religion. They poison your food. They poison the air. They poison your mind. They're poisoning everything. They're lying about everything. Everything is a fucking lie. Honestly, truly, from my heart, it's all a lie. And when you finally wake up and realize that there's the aliens that they tell you to look for in the sky are here controlling us. They've been. So wake the fuck up, people. Jeffrey Epstein maybe was never a human to begin with.
Probably not. No, he's a billionaire. Of course he wasn't.
The ultimate spiritual and mental secret that nobody is telling you right now, which you ultimately need to hear on a regular basis, is this. If you're suffering from trauma, what you want to do is give up. If you suffer from overthinking, what you want to do is give up. If you're suffering from financial hardships, what you want to do is give up. If you're suffering from abandonment issues, what you want to do is give up. If you're suffering from anxiety or even depression, what you want to do is give up. Carl Jung said, mental illness is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. In other words, you're suffering because you're running away from the pain. You're running away from the suffering. So you're suffering. It's time to let go.
Let go. Let go. I like let go better than give up.
I was 2 years old when I found out It's not having a 9 to 5, but having a 9 to 5. 9 hours a day, 2 days off, 5 days a week. Let that sink in. And how the 9 hours works is that it's 8 hours for your shift, 1 hour for your lunch. So the next time you hear somebody say, "Me have a 9 to 5," no, it's 9 to 5. Y'all can thank me in the comments.
That makes sense. I was 2 years old also when I heard that. What happened?
This dude is the definition of all unbrainwashed Americans right now.
U.S. did not engage in war. Trump engaged in war. We told him to stop. We told him to sit his rabbit ass down.
Hey.
We still trying to deal with what he did in them damn files. And he over here starting war. Sit your ass down.
Right. Sit your ass down, Trump. Always starting shit with somebody else.
Snack me. Snack me, nigga. Come on, get it. Drop it.
That was funny.
Oh my God! She pushed him! Oh my God.
This gotta be the most embarrassing moment of your life, boy. Take your little jacket off because you're getting a little warm. You're like, damn, it's feeling cool out here on the top only, though. All them hoes laughing at you, boy. You gotta swat that bit back real quick. Exit the scene, my boy.
This is much more worse than we originally thought. It seems like snow does not actually exist anymore. I think global warming is so hot that it makes snow not be possible, so they've started to make snow, and then they'll blow it into the air, and they'll make us think that snow is still real, and this cannot be good. They don't want us to know how...
Snow is not real. Snow's never been real. The divine has never created
Move like
snow,
everything is
ever.
going to work out, because it is. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you always get back up. As you start to walk on the way appears. Maybe you don't realize how far you've come because you keep raising the bar. Remember to clap for yourself too. You deserve the same love you give to others. Rest easy tonight knowing that everything is going to be okay and your story is unfolding beautifully. Like, comment, share, and follow me for more.
I had to stop.
Now take a look at this,
Because
bro.
I had everything.
Look at this.
And I was absolutely broken inside. I don't want to see your bodies on Instagram. I want to see what's in here. I'm not trying to get validation, nor do I need it anymore. But if you are broken, you do not have to stay broken.
We may have evidence that he took her and replaced her with this
I
woman.
think Selena
I
is the
want you
same
to take a
person.
look at
Look.
this and tell me if you see anything strange.
That kids' entertainment stuff made specifically for them, like even preschool shows, seem wildly imbalanced. Just recently, we found that we have reached parity in the female and male characters in both children's TV and movies made for kids.
Or we're in the car. Sometimes, like Who Says is one of the songs but I was 16, and that's more of a nostalgic feeling. But no.
That was Gina Davis. And people think she replaced Selena, but how is this happening? We've learned in the files that there is technology that literally can put one soul from one body and take it into another. We have heard this is their way of reincarnating, which is why many of these celebrities and politicians, you will see them look real similar throughout history in other bodies. Considering how different Selena not only looks, but how different she sounds, even her mannerisms, people are concerned, do we still have the real Selena or has she been gone for a long time? What do you guys think?
Does this ever happen to you when you're up on TikTok late at night? Your FYP kind of takes a crap. And what do I mean by that? Videos that make no sense whatsoever or shouldn't even be on my FYP appear. Such in case, take a look at this.
I got pregnant by my horse at 40.
What?
But what happened next ruined life.
What is this?
Life forever. For over 20 years,
Why?
I was single. And deep down, I always felt like something was missing.
Can someone explain to me why this is on my FYP? Why did this pop up?
Weird.
What did I do to deserve this?
So one day,
And it goes
I
on.
adopted a horse. And from
doesn't end.
the moment he came into my life, he became my greatest source of joy.
So basically, she adopted a horse that became her main source of joy. And she was... Why? Does this happen to anyone else? Please let me know in the comments that once you stay up past a certain point and you keep flipping through the FYP, does yours do what mine just did? Please let me know in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. It's time to go to bed, I think. Good night.
Yeah, no, mine not like that. Did you?
Still, little guy. Let's get this on you. There you go. You're good. Off you go. We're in the tunnels now. Look at that. An entire world under the street. This is their city, hidden right beneath ours.
Instead of Rhapsody, it's Rat City.
Hi. One herbal tea, please.
Which flavor?
Flavor. Jasmine?
Sorry, I meant for the boba.
The little spheres of tapioca and sugar?
The tea comes with boba.
Well, it doesn't, because I see the tea right there and I see the boba over there. So why don't we just not combine them? Yeah? So I'll take the tea without the covert diabetes delivery mechanism, please.
The system won't let me do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, fine. One boba, please. We'll call it a mental health day treat. Self-care, right? Isn't that what people call it whenever they need an excuse to do whatever the fuck they want?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, of course you don't. Of course you don't. One chewy sugar tea, please.
All right, you can scan the code.
Why?
Because the code takes you to the app.
That's 2 apps today. Yeah. Got apps for everything, Even though I'm already talking to the person that could just take my order right here, but I got to download an app, right? How about this? I have cash. You have tea. Why don't we just streamline things?
We don't take cash, though.
Yeah. How about cards? Take cards?
Yes.
Oh, great.
But there is a $10 minimum. There's no minimum on the app, though.
Sorry, it's it's not your fault. You didn't create the system. The system is just, it is what it is, and we're both victims here, so.
What?
Nothing.
It's how it is, for real.
Oh my gosh. All right, buddy, go say hi. Oh, looks like he picked you. Looks like she's picked you.
Oh my god! I want to do that. When I'm finally stable, I want to.
ये देखो ऑमलेट कैप्सूल अंदर एक मिक्सचर और अनियन साफ दिख रहे हैं गरम तवे पे रखते ही कैप्सूल घुल रही है अंदर फैल रहा है भाई अरे ऑमलेट है जैसे सेट हो रहा है ओहो सेकंडों में पूरा ऑमलेट तैयार एक छोटी कैप्सूल से
I believe it. From a capsule.
C'est une de fou là. Là c'est bon maintenant. D'habitude ça arrive un peu mais là c'est carrément fort. Vous en prenez plus grave ou c'est quoi là? Ils ont dit elle arrive plus à positionner. Oh non. Ouais. Non. Cadeau, voilà, ne rapproche pas. Ouais. Non, moi je crois pas. Mais ouais, je crois là, c'est quoi? C'est de la sorcellerie. C'est pas de la sorcellerie. C'est bon, madame. Vas-y, mets-la dans le sac, vite, on va voler. Mets-la. Allez, tiens. Tiens.
They didn't have to. They could have just stuck it over her head.
Some interesting facts for you. So, it takes 7 seconds for food to pass from the mouth to the stomach. A human hair can hold 3 kilograms. The length of a penis is 3 times longer than the thumb. The femur is hard as concrete. A woman's heart beats faster than a man's. Women blink 2 times as much as men. We use 300 muscles just to keep our balance when we stand. And a woman has listened to all of this while a man is still looking at his thumb.
That was funny. In the rain, though. In the rain. You want to get a nice beaches on a bike.
Holy! Hold on!
Summer is canceled. Summer is canceled. So Iran just dropped a list. Iran just dropped a list, allegedly. Now, I don't want to scare y'all, but this is literally just to prepare yourselves. This is just to prepare yourselves. By the way, this is for educational purposes only. So, Iran is known to do the sleeper stuff, right? The sleeper bombs. What they'll do is they'll send somebody here, and that person will live a normal life for a while. Months, years, up any amount of time. Now, when they get that phone call, ring-a-ring-ring, it's game on, okay? Y'all can act like this is a joke or a game or fucking hee-hee-ha-ha, but baby, these are the places I've heard, okay? Put in the list here. This is just alleged information, okay? Share, like, comment on this video. If it reaches your For You page, please do not be delusional and talk about, oh, pray this or pray that, baby. Listen, we got to be logical, all right? God gave us brains to use. Amen? Ashe, okay? Be safe, please, 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 please. Be safe, all right?
And yet half of them don't use their brain. If you... Pause. When she said, oh, I don't want to scare nobody, but, bro, you thought making that video wasn't going to scare somebody? Like, you didn't think that would... No, she's a plant. She's a plant. And they planted her there on social media to make that video to make people afraid. She's a plant. This shit's not real. I mean, I'm not saying... It's all about your mind, bro. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind. So what you are going to project outward. What is going on inward. Do you get it? That's not real. It's not real, so don't be afraid.
E é assim que se inicia um filme de terror na vida real. Essas garotas tinham alugado uma casa pelo Airbnb e elas perceberam que o balcão da cozinha estava meio estranho e quando elas picharam ele, acabaram descobrindo que atrás dele tinha uma porta. Elas falam que elas notaram que aquele balcão era meio estranho e quando puxaram tinha uma porta com tranca atrás dele. E assim que elas abriram a porta, tinha uma escada que levava para baixo daquela casa e assustadas elas fecharam a porta novamente. E as coisas poderiam acabar ali quando elas decidem fechar a porta e voltar o balcão no lugar. E reparem que todo mundo ali na casa tá em choque, porque no anúncio da casa que elas alugaram não tinha nada especificando ou falando daquele lugar. E elas poderiam ter deixado aquele lugar fechado, arrumado as malas e ter ido embora. Elas fizeram isso? Lógico que não. Elas decidiram e entraram em consenso entre todas elas que estavam ali na casa. Elas queriam descer lá pra ver se tinha algo assim, bizarro, algo sobrenatural, porque isso literalmente parecia um filme pra elas. Então elas se juntam e decidem abrir novamente a passagem pra poder descer. E o que elas encontram lá embaixo é assustador. Eu já vou soltar a continuação desse vídeo pra vocês. Deixa eu curtir o vídeo e me segue pra não perder.
I'd have been out. Nope, I'm cool.
Essa é a parte final do vídeo das garotas que encontraram uma passagem secreta atrás do balcão na casa do Airbnb que elas alugaram. Assim que elas começam a descer novamente pra lá, elas falam que isso é muita loucura. E elas pegam até uns objetos pra se defender caso tenha alguma coisa lá embaixo. Elas levam uma garrafa de vinho e também uma pequena... Não somente para se tiver pessoas, mas caso tenha algum animal lá embaixo que tente atacá-las. Gente, imagina o medo que elas estavam, porque imagina, você sai da sua cidade, vai para outra que você não conhece ninguém. Tudo bem que você tá com as suas amigas, mas vocês estão todas dentro da mesma casa que poderia ter alguma coisa embaixo da casa que vocês alugaram. E elas pediram para uma delas ficar na parte de cima, porque vai que alguma coisa fecha aquela passagem e elas ficam presas. E simplesmente quando elas retornam lá naquela parte embaixo da casa, aquele saco preto não tava mais lá. Elas dizem no vídeo que não sabem se foi a mente dela que pregou peças nela ou se foi realmente algum bug da câmera, porque não tinha absolutamente nenhum saco preto mais lá embaixo. Além de ter somente umas caixas, uma caixa ali fechado e essa prateleira com algumas latas. E no vídeo elas falam que elas estão apavoradas porque não tem literalmente o que elas viram na parte anterior que elas gravaram. Mas também que elas ficam mais aliviadas, mas também ainda com o pé atrás. Você teria coragem de alugar esse lugar?
What if there was another hidden door on the cement wall?
Did you know that sugar, when you eat it, a donut, Pop-Tart, piece of bread, doesn't matter, Kool-Aid, Dr. Pepper, did you know that when you swallow sugar, they have known for 70 years that it goes inside your bone marrow and it suppresses within 45 minutes your body's ability to produce white blood cells that fight infections like bacteria, yeast, viruses, funguses, and parasites. Did you know that it literally shuts off your immune system and makes you more susceptible to all viruses, all infections? And did you know that they compared sugar to prednisone? Prednisone is a steroid. And do you know that its job is to suppress your immune system? In fact, it's called an immune system suppressant. Did you know that sugar suppresses your immune system more than prednisone does? So if you're trying to fight an infection, if you're worried about the bird flu in the future, and I find out you're eating donuts and Pop-Tarts and cereal in the morning, you don't care about your health.
One of the greatest mysteries of mankind is what happens to us when we die. Well, I can tell you with 100% certainty that I know what happens to us when we die and that we live on. Death is an illusion. You see, I leave my body, I take my physical soul outside of my body, the thing that gives this body life, and I venture into the afterlife. I can tell you the sensations that you're going to feel as soon as you die. I can tell you what you're most likely to see when you die. I have met my passed away mom, who passed away several years ago. I've met her several times on the other side. I can even tell you where most people like to dwell when they die. I can even tell you what exists outside of this entire universe. But most importantly, I can teach you how you can see all this for yourself.
I told you to throw out your microwave, so how do you reheat your food without turning on your whole entire kitchen? Let me show you an old school hack from my gramita. Here's what you do. You take the lid off the mason jar, remove the flat part, keep just the metal ring. Put that ring in the middle of the pan, add just enough water to cover the bottom of the pan, about a ½ inch, then you put your plate on top, right on that ring. Cover the pan with the lid, turn the heat on to medium-low, and let the steam do the work. Your food reheats evenly. No hot spots, no cold centers, no nutrient destruction, and no toxic microwave radiation breaking down the molecular structure of your food. It's so simple. Remember, microwaves heat food by agitating water molecules at an extreme frequency. This doesn't just heat your food, it damages the nutritional integrity. This is how people did it before we decided convenience was more important than health. And you know what? It takes the same amount of time as a microwave. 5 minutes, that's it. What's your kitchen hack? Let me know in the comments below and I'll pick one to share with the community. I'm Drew Canoli, we're in this together.
Hold on, how did Buddy jump out that window? Like, how did he get out that window that fast? Also, where did that other guy come from? He came from the trunk or something? Also, how did he kick that door that hard? It didn't look like he kicked that door that hard. My mind is... Crazy things be going on in the world, man.
It's because that's how cheap the new cars are. And they charge you so much money for them, but they're made very cheap. That was funny.
Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, she tried to run the bit. Oh, god damn. Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh,
She jumped right. Oh, shit. Oh, my god. Oh.
Damn. Damn.
This is why you never have to worry about anything ever again. So, your external reality is dictated by your self-image. That is how you view yourself. Nobody else is in control of that but you. You can wake up tomorrow morning saying, I'm the fucking shit. I get what I want. I go after what I want. I'm worthy of what I want. And I already know how it feels to have what I want. If you can imagine how it feels to get everything you want and then walk around feeling like that, your life would change literally overnight. There is nothing to worry about because your reality always reverts back to your self-image. So start seeing yourself as the fucking shit. I love you.
I'm not going to bed. Are you crazy?
Yes, I am crazy.
Hey y'all, welcome to McDonald's at 12 a.m. at night. Look what we got us right here. We got some of that alien action everybody's been talking about on the news. Look at that right there. I was about to get me a McRib too. Wait, you think they want a McRib? Hey, y'all want a McRib? Y'all want a McRib?
Hell no, they don't want a McRib.
Peace, y'all. I'm going to show you a breathing technique that you can use to call your energy back to you, to recenter yourself, is keep yourself grounded. So you're going to take your right hand, you're going to have your middle finger and your index finger pointing towards your palm, and so your thumb and the rest of your two fingers should look like this. You're going to block your right nostril first. So, like this. You're going to breathe in, and then you're going to block both nostrils, taking your two fingers like this and blocking your left nostril, and you're going to hold that breath. And then you're going to release through the alternate nostril. And you just continue to do that back and forth. So, you're not breathing out the mouth, you're breathing out of your nostrils. Just like that. Do it as many times as you need to until you feel like it's worked. Okay? Peace.
What? That was crazy. Why are we mean? Why do we feel like it's okay to treat other people so badly? That is why the world is the way that it is. because of the way we treat each other. Because we have put our values and our morals in the wrong place. But it's time to bring it back to the way it was always meant to be. That is being kind to each other, uplifting each other, inspiring each other, holding ourselves accountable, as well as allowing others to hold themselves accountable. And when they're not, having the courage within inside of ourselves to say, hey, that's not right. Because somebody was recording that woman doing that. And she let her. And maybe she let her so she could put it on social media. Or maybe she let her, maybe the lady didn't even know she was recording her. I don't know. But that type of stuff goes on daily, hourly, by the minute in places like that. So I'm going to say this. If you are in position where you take care of elderly people, especially stubborn elderly people, or you're taking care of children, if you don't have the patience for that, step aside and let somebody who does have that position. Because it takes a special person to be able to work with the elderly. I know I used to be an STNA, and I had to get out of it because I couldn't sit by and watch how them people were being treated. And I guess back then I didn't have a voice. I wasn't able to speak up for them, but I know for a fact that stuff goes on in those places. So if you are seeing stuff like that go on, speak up. Don't be afraid. Don't stand by and watch it happen. Not saying that I stood by and watched it happen, but I know that stuff goes on there. I know it does. I don't know. The world is ugly and hard enough for us. Why do we have to make it that way for each other? I love you. I wouldn't have took the camera off of it. But no. I would have kept that camera on. I would have set it up where I could see it just like that. And then I would have walked over to it. Oh, hell no. What would you do? That would have creeped me Was the cord not hooked up and she jumped off of it? Like what? How did that happen?
क्या कर रहा है रे? इस पेड़ पे चुड़ैल रहती है। अरे भाई भयानक पेड़ है यार ये। अरे इस पेड़ पे मत नीचे उतर जा इस पेड़ से। खींच लेगा तेरे को। यार भाई ये लड़का शैतान लग रहा है यार मेरे को। अरे खींच लिया। ओ तेरी ओ भाई अरे
Saya, you okay? Saya, you okay? Oh my God, Mom! And then fall. What? Okay. I'm Sayel. Sayer, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi, Daddy. Come here.
I get the cameras down in there like this? Aww. They saved him. Aww. I love that. That was beautiful. Okay, girl. I know that's right. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Hey, that's what happens when you F around and find out. Shouldn't have been trying to steal her car. Homegirl didn't play about her car.
We've got a thermal camera, so this should detect it. Both running. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I just keep feeling like a cold breath around my neck, and I really don't like it.
Okay. Well, this will capture it. I'm looking at two cameras recording in sync. One's a thermal, and the other one's just like a GoPro. Well, I was looking at the GoPro.
It just happened then. I'm not joking.
That. Ooh.
Hey, look. Okay, I'm going.
Damn. I'm telling you, animals are not just animals. I have a bunch of these on here.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then
they want everybody inside.
Steady. I've got the upper jaw. Copy.
They need everybody right inside.
Watch the tongue. She's reading
They're
you.
gonna try to do like hardcore or something.
Hold her head. Come on, leave her now. Push.
Now, hold pressure.
Okay. Oh God.
What the? What the? Ooh, that's creepy. And it's staying there. It's staying there. Oh, hell no.
Hey. Get out.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, there's a bundle. That's creepy. What was that? Like maybe a swamp river Armageddon or something, or anaconda, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so the August 12th thing is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They are trying to get us to be afraid so they can harvest our energy, and it's energy harvesting, man. Maybe I'll make a video on it, but I gotta go. I got class. So thank you for tuning in to Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 yet. And the divine will radiate love and kindness and compassion and abundance and peace and joy and all the things over your life today, tomorrow, and forever. Till I see you on the next one, I love you.